After the Super Nintendo era came to a close, it seemed destined for games to become bigger and better. With the release of the Nintendo 64, we knew there was a dawn of a new gaming era. With the launch year of the system in 1996, there was one game that was ready to take on this new era of gaming. This game was Super Mario 64, the first 3D game I ever played. I have enjoyed this game ever since it came out on the Nintendo 64 in 1996. But has Mario 64 aged well? And does it hold its own to other Mario games of the 3D era? Let's find out on my season finale in Super Mario 64.
Let's go!
The history for Super Mario 64 comes at the start of 5 years prior. While Shigeru Miyamoto wanted to release a 3D Mario game on the Super Nintendo called Super Mario FX, while trying to incorporate 3D movement with the FX chip, this game could have been the first 3D Mario game. But after much consideration and seeing what Mario 64 could do with 3D roaming spaces, Miyamoto decided to put the game on the Nintendo 64. Fast forward to 1996, and the game was released as a launch title, under the name Super Mario 64.
Let's go!
The gameplay for Super Mario 64 is actually a pretty simple concept. First off, you press start to play as the Mario head says when the game boots up. After you select the file you want to start with, this playthrough I select file A for no particular reason.
It's because I get A's in school, if you know what I mean. No one knows what I mean. And now the video's awkward. Just like always.
After which, you're free to move on the castle grounds. Mario has some awesome movesets by pressing the B button. Mario can punch, kick, and even breakdance. But Mario's movesets do not stop there. In Mario 64, you can jump 3 times to do a front flip. If you hold Z and press A, you'll do a backflip. And with simultaneous succession, you can press Z and then press A to do a long jump. But if you're close to the wall and you jump towards it, then you can do a wall kick. Not only is this a great method of getting up to higher distance easier, but it's also easier to pick up speed, and getting up to this hard to reach places faster. As far as the control goes for movement and pulling off some of the moves in this game, they're kind of clunky and a bit dated.
Especially the camera controls.
The camera in this game is not especially cooperative. Like for example, in Thwomp's Fortress when trying to pick up red coins in the level, there's a wooden bridge and when you walk across said bridge, the camera turns to the left. This makes it more difficult for you to get past this obstacle. Another example is in Dire Docks. When I'm in the first water room with the whirlpool, I'm constantly fighting with the camera. It is super frustrating and some objectives take longer because of this flaw. There are plenty of other examples, but these are the real examples I came up with first. Above all, your objective in this game is simple. You go through the paintings going from world to world collecting stars. By doing the objectives listed on each star has its own unique objectives, from boss battles to racing the Koopa, collecting red coins, and saving a baby penguin, which you can drop off a cliff.
I know, I'm so evil.
Collecting these stars grants you progression throughout the castle. As you can see, there are doors with stars on them. Some of these stars have numbers on them, which tells you how many stars you'll need to progress through to the next world. As you progress through Mario 64, you get to see more of the castle. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the game because the overworld is one of the best overworlds in gaming history. And for the first attempt at making a 3D game, now that's saying something, Nintendo. Not only do you use the stars to progress to the castle, the stars you collect throughout the level can progress you and make certain changes throughout the level. For example, in Dire Docks, if you beat the first star, Bowser's Submarine, this will allow you to go to the second Bowser level. However, if you do not beat the second Bowser level, it stays there. As you progress more through Peach's castle, you will run into 3 power-ups to help you on your journey. The first being the wing cap. This cap gives Mario flight through the air for a bit. This cap is also awesome because you can fly and get stars faster because you can fly to certain spaces without even having to think about platforming. There's a metal Mario cap, which can cause Mario to gain weight and turn completely metal, and can help you walk underwater and gain stars that you could not do by just swimming. There's also an invisible cap that allows you to walk through walls, and in Mario 64 you can combine the 2 caps to get this 1 star in Dire Docks.
How is that? You know what? I'm not even gonna try this time.
I really enjoy the caps in this game. They not only have unique abilities for the Mario franchise, but they also have their own music. How cool is that? The level design in this game is the main attraction. When it comes to this game, it is absolutely amazing. I mentioned earlier the controls along with the camera were a bit clunky, with a few exceptions of bad level design and a few jerkish stars in the last two worlds. The level design is awesome and gets a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. The only issue I really have for this game as far as gameplay, and most 3D Mario games, is the 100 coin stars.
They are seriously the worst thing in existence. Oh my gosh.
First off, some levels you only have like 103 stars in the level, which means you're looking through every nook and cranny to ensure you get the 100 coin star. Not only are these levels annoying, but with 100 coins, sometimes you could be at the end of the collection of 100 coins and die at coin 99. And then you have to start over. It's stupid, and it's super time consuming to boot. Normally a star in this game takes around 2 to 3 minutes, while these stars take around 5 to 10 minutes, and that ruins the flow of the level.
However, how much I bashed on the 100 coins, it's actually kind of funny to get the red coin and also the 100 coin at the same time. 2 for the price of 1. Oh yeah!
The next thing as far as gameplay goes is the enemies. The enemies are pretty standard for a Mario game, and honestly, they do not have too many different things as far as enemies in this game. It's basically regular Mario Bros. Enemies, Koopas, Goombas, Pokies, and Fly Guys. If you follow me throughout the marathon, then you'll know who the enemies are in this game. The bosses in this game are super sparse, which kinda boggles my mind a bit. A year before, we had a game called Yoshi's Island, which had an insane amount of boss variety. Then a year later, we get like 5, with one of them being recycled 3 times. I just don't understand it. I get that this is a time saver due to the lack of needing to get the game out faster, but this is just lazy. Honestly, if you had like 3 or more bosses in the game, this would have amazing boss variety. Unfortunately, it doesn't come up to par as far as my opinion goes. The final thing I want to touch upon as far as gameplay is the graphics. The graphics in this game have not aged well at all. Nothing is really super distinguishable. Really, Mario honestly looks like he got messed up, and I can't really fault the game for the graphics because this is one of the first 3D video games ever made, but still, the graphics in this game do not look very good.
Let's go.
The music and sound in this game for the first game on the Nintendo 64 is great. Honestly, it's fantastic. The soundtrack is really upbeat and also has some of the darker elements of this game. I really enjoy the overworld theme, the underground theme, the castle theme, and the Bowser theme. The Bowser theme is the theme that I think of Bowser now when I think of him. The sound actually goes back to being a bit kiddish, but I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious to hear Mario screams of agony as he burns his butt on the fire and lava. The sound and music are amazing, and I dare anyone to tell me differently.
Let's go.
The story for Mario 64 begins with a letter from Princess Peach. It's saying that she's at the castle awaiting Mario to come eat some delicious cake she made for Mario.
Oh no, this is gonna end badly.
Upon walking into the castle, we see that Bowser has kidnapped Princess Peach once again.
I freaking knew it. Mario, why the heck is your girlfriend so stupid?
Oh, nice computer you got here. Can I have it?
What? No. Don't change the subject, you moron.
I'm going to fly for you.
Are you kidding me?
After learning the princess's fate, it's time to set out on a new adventure. After going through each level, jumping on platform to platform, getting all 120 stars, Mario finally reaches Bowser and the final battle ensues. After defeating Bowser once again.
Seriously, this crap is getting old.
Your mom's getting old.
Really, Bowser? Your mom jokes? I'm really amused, you stupid idiot.
Wow, you're really mean.
And you're really dumb. Now that we've actually settled this, and I've defeated you again, and you pointed out the obvious, it's time for you to go back to jail.
Crap. You save Princess Peach, and the credits ensue. Also, you get cake to eat, and you see Yoshi again.
It would have been nice to see you in this adventure, you useless reptile.
Whoa, man, just keep the peace, man.
What happened to your voice, Yoshi? Why is it so much deeper?
The power within, man.
More like the power with shrooms, man.
The story for this game is honestly the same as every other Mario game. I cannot care to comment on it because the game's story is the same, which is kind of disappointing, but not really because the game is still awesome to play, and that's what Mario games are about, is the gameplay, right? The pros, outweigh the cons for the review of this game. The gameplay, although a bit aged, is still fantastic, and the music gets an A+, and the level design is spot on. The cons are a few things, some affect the score and some do not. 100 coin stars are stupid and ridiculously hard to get sometimes, and are frustrating because of the fact it is no fun to lose your progress after dying at the end of the coin collection. The graphics are something to be desired. I really wish I could say they were good because they were great for the time being, but Mario 64 is really butt ugly to look at, and I really cannot stand that. Super Mario 64 is a fantastic game and definitely one you should have on your Nintendo 64, but also on the Wii and Wii U Game Shop. It is a bit dated, but still manages to keep the fun rolling for all these years. I give the game score a 9.3 out of 10. It is a great game, but not a perfect game. The 100 coin stars and the graphics are too much for me to call it a perfect game.
Finally, we did it, folks. We saved Princess Peach, we saved Mushroom Kingdom, and everyone is back to normal. Now, I just have one question. Where's that cake Princess Peach promised me?
Oh, about that. There's no cake for you, only Mario.
Are you serious? I did everything, and I saved your life, you stupid bimbo!
Well, maybe if you weren't so mean.
I'm not trying to be mean, but you're all dumb!
Well, at least we have class.
What are you talking about? All I wanted is cake for the good deeds that I've done for you folks. Isn't that enough?
Hey, where'd everybody go? Oh, there you are.
You.
Hey, you got a good joke for Mario?
You've ruined my life. You made me save Mushroom Kingdom over and over and over again until I went insane. And not only that, you're too stupid to realize that Peach is getting kidnapped because she's cheating on you.
I am not.
Oh, really? Or should I show Mario all the emails you've been sending to Bowser?
You wouldn't dare.
Try me. Mario, you've ruined my life. Now I'm gonna end yours. Oh, hiya, folks. I didn't actually see you there. I'm moving out. I can't stand living with these idiots for another second. By the way, I didn't actually kill Mario. He's down to 2 lives. I got bored after the second life. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in Season 2 after I move away.